mentality. Obviously didn't take you very long to make an impact just after such a great first week. What's your approach to approaching this week 2?
I'm approaching this week the same exact way. Just getting ready for Kentucky and conference play. I'm just approaching it the same way, just trying to have the same results.
I know you've had big individual games in the past, but how did this last one kind of feel for you? What was it like being able to play that well?
It was just very cool seeing like the work I put in throughout the whole entire offseason manifest onto the field, and just kind of like I knew before the game that I was have a big game just because of the work I put in, and then work doesn't always guarantee you anything. So for those things to fall into my hands, it was like it was a pretty good feeling, just like any other game I had.
Getting the clean sweep on Defensive Lineman of the Week in the SEC. What does that say about Dylan Stewart on the other end, getting that in his first ever collegiate football game?
Man, it says a lot about him. Things that like we already know. He's freakishly athletic, real good guy, real good bend around the edge, and he's only going to keep going. Like the sky's the limit for that guy.
Is that the mentality that you guys showed that, hey, we're going to keep making plays and disrupt things, even maybe if our offense isn't clicking on all cylinders, we're going to take care of things on our side. Is that a trademark of what this team's going to be, this defense is going to be?
Yeah, that's the hallmark of what our whole entire team is going to be. There's going to be games we need to pick it up, and the offense is going to walk down the field every time for us. So I'm just glad we were able to do that for them this weekend.
How do you get off the ball so quick?
Training in Sterling Lucas. Just work every day at it. Just something I've been doing since I was a kid, and just keep working at it, and it's got to where it is now. But just big testament to actually serious about Sterling Lucas, like the stuff we do outside every day. He's been getting me there.
How do you drill that though?
There's different ways. There's different ways to drill it. I mean, reactionary things like on the movement and stuff like that. But there's a lot of different ways to drill your get off.
Obviously, you're a very experienced player. What do you like on the sidelines during games? Are you vocal, kind of talking to the younger guys, or are you kind of keeping to yourself, hyper-focused, stuff like that?
I feel like during a game, I'm kind of approaching it based off what I see that we need. So if we need a guy to talk and pull us along, there was times I needed to talk and pull us along as a defense this past weekend, and I did that. And there was times I needed to just let us do what we're going to do and take a step back, and I did those things as well. So whatever we need at the time is how I'm acting.
For the defense as a whole, what is y'all's kind of take on the game? There were maybe like 2 plays where I guess everyone would like to have him back, and everything else seemed pretty good.
What?
There were maybe like 2 plays where the touchdowns, obviously, that maybe the group would like back. But beyond that, like what do y'all build off of? Like try to improve upon from last week moving forward?
Yeah, we feel like we played a good game this past weekend. I feel like there's things for us to clean up scheme-wise and individually. But as far as the way we played, I feel like we played a good game. We were just willing to build on that and not be comfortable with plays we made and just kind of put our foot on the gas even more.
You talked before the season about how you'd be fresher. You didn't have to play as many plays as you did at Georgia Tech. Did you feel fresher in the fourth quarter when you were having to make plays in a tight game?
I definitely did feel fresh. Just good testament to our coaches, like rotating us and keeping us fresh for when the times to get crucial and rush the passer. I felt fresh in those moments, so big ups to them.
That was obviously your first game at South Carolina. How many family friends made the drive up from Atlanta?
I think I had about 16 of my personal tickets from like me and teammates, and then I bought like actual Ticketmaster tickets for like probably 7 extra people. So whatever that math is, 23, 22, whatever.
All family and friends?
All family and friends, yep.
So,
no strangers. I'm kidding.
Did they do the same thing at Georgia Tech, or is it just your first game at South Carolina? Are they going to be here all year?
A lot of my family will be here. I mean, it was the first game, so a lot of people who like never came to my game before wanted to come, and they didn't make that drive. But I'll have a pretty good showing every weekend. My family's very supportive, so they'll be there.
How often were you guys rotating on the defensive line, and how did you feel like the rotation kind of helped, as the game went along?
Yeah, like same thing. They did a good job of keeping us fresh for when we got down to big stretches in the fourth quarter, and like even throughout the game in the first few quarters, they were rotating guys so we could all remain healthy and fresh. And I feel like that was a big testament to how we played and the things we did.
How much are you looking forward to your first SEC game with the Gamecocks?
I'm looking forward to it like crazy because like it's a proving ground. I had a good game last week, and everyone wants to see if we can do it again, and I want to show that I can. So it's a big game, and I'm ready for it. Thank y'all.